I'm Christiana Leach, Artist Relations Manager at the Greater Pittsburgh Arts Council. Welcome to Past, Present, and Future, celebrating 10 years of art on the walls. This exhibition celebrates over 140 artists who have been able to exhibit and sell their work through the use of office spaces as galleries. You're about to tour the space and hear a few words from the artists about their pieces. Scroll down to the description of this video to read any artist's short biography, and feel free to pause at any moment to take a closer look at the pieces on display. To find out how to purchase a piece or become involved with the art on the walls as an artist or space, visit us online at pittsburghartscouncil.org. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoy Past, Present, and Future, celebrating 10 years of art on the walls. Thank you so much.
Scully by Lizzie Solomon. Lepidoptera number 1 and number 2 by Christine R. Sinauka. Unity, Man and Woman by Janet Watkins. Paddle number 0221, Yukon River Rainbow, Canada by Laurie Hepner. Flight by Deborah Hosking.
Hi, Clayton Merrill here. This painting is part of a series of images that I made by painting with gouache over antique or vintage landscape prints that I found in junk shops and that sort of thing. The idea really is to use the delicacy and the precision and the fragility of these old prints as a sort of visual reminder of the delicacy and fragility of the real world, of the real landscape that we live in, and which is so susceptible to really dramatic and sometimes tremendously destructive changes wrought by us. Thanks.
The reference photo Patty Tran used for her mixed media piece Chrysanthemum was taken by her at Phipps. She originally hadn't planned to have a black border around the piece. She added it to help hide a stray mark she made with her wood-burning tool. Fantasia by Elizabeth Ash Douglas.
As a kid, I'd get my kicks off of eating toaster strudels at a friend's house for breakfast because I wasn't allowed to eat anything deemed unhealthy in my own. So I think that's why I'm interested in the intersection of consumption and appetite and providing people with a way to examine that in their own lives.
A Sacred and Shared Architecture by Carolyn A. Wenning.
This artwork is titled Jaffo 648 and is the first piece in my Circle series. The artwork is on hand-dyed cotton with orange and black tapestry yarn embroidery.
Savior by C.B. Perry. Of Golden Eyes and Fire by Jayla Patton. Resist by Estelle Jelly, otherwise known as Estelle Tian. Susan Susie Sparks has synesthesia, a sensory perception that allows her to see sound. This piece is one in an ongoing series that she calls Art of Noise, a visual representation of sound, created in a technique that she calls ink, tape, and magic.
My diptych is perhaps the only bright spot in a rather dark time. I got laid off at work and was struggling to take care of my family and pay my bills. That's when I realized that the light at the end of the tunnel is not the next creative project, but a kind, compassionate person. My two paintings are metaphors for those special individuals who stepped up to help me beat the darkness.
I'm Jolene Dames. I've been traveling the world for over 2 decades. I've been to all 50 states at least once and over 15 countries. I document my travels with found objects in paintings and writings. The found objects I make into assemblages like the one before you.
Every December, Hui San's son, also known as Stephanie's son, creates and sends out holiday postcards to her friends and family with an illustration of the animal from the Chinese zodiac for the upcoming year. This piece is not the holiday postcard, but it is in the same vein as a celebration of 2020, the year of the rat. Whatever happens in 2020, find your happy place, even if it is in a fishbowl. Origins by Suzanne Werder. Popo and Gong Gong by Grace Wong. This piece is about the spiritual and leadership roles Black women take in their daily lives. This is often a thankless job. Natik Jalil just wanted to acknowledge and celebrate them with this piece. Depth Protectors by Christiana Dolores. Buff with Gold by Buff, otherwise known as Yvette Spradlin.
I took this photo one foggy morning while standing on one of Grandview Avenue's many overlook points and decided to let this work show the encroaching fog erasing the detail from the city itself, reducing Pittsburgh's skyline to a collection of abstract yet distinct shapes and forms.
This photograph is a self-portrait of myself in the protective glass covering a Fra Angelico painting in Florence of the Annunciation.
The image coiled wire was photographed on a sunny summer afternoon day while walking through a small town in the Tuscany region of Italy.
This print is part of a series of oil paintings which feature 3 women that represent the 3 fates and the 3 wise monkeys. This series was about remaining strong in the face of evil and adversity and understanding the individual's role in making positive changes in their communities.
My name is Kim McInich. What you see is part of my Head and Heart series, a body of work exploring landscapes that I create in my own technique with oil, acrylic, ink, pastel, and pencil on paper. I use the landscape as it is a universally recognizable composition that allows me infinite freedom to express with my natural hand, and this composition inherently forgives a loose interpretation of color.
This piece is acrylic on canvas and plays with designs and colors for variations on African shields. Night Fishing by Carolyn Carson. Success by Jian Wang. Afro-Galactic represents Tiara Dinkin's journey going natural and her love of space. Space is a continuous journey, and so is her hair. Faces from the White Table No. 2 by Christina Springer. Joyful noise is the key mantra throughout all of Hope Gelfand Alcorn's works. Focusing down to the root of all art, she uses color and movement in abstract formations to shape, inspire, and excite the mind. Her works have no meaning except for expressing the animation of being. White noise lulls us into calmness and rest. Joyful noise is the sound of stimulation and awakening.